Bob Joy has been a community servant for a number of years, but we wanted to know, what does it mean to you to now be part of the group that has received the J. Walter Juckett Community Service Award?
You know, I've been really impressed by the previous recipients of the award, and many of them were colleagues, friends, mentors, folks that I had looked up to and had the chance to work with, and to be considered among them is a great honor. Even greater, I think, is the honor that I will be included among those still to come. People in the room Thursday night, people involved in the leadership program this year who are destined to become tomorrow's leaders and tomorrow's recipients of the Juckett Award. I think that legacy will continue and that the award will continue. I think that's a wonderful thing, and I feel very privileged to be part of it.
Why do you devote so much of your time to the community?
I love this community. I moved here by choice in the early 70s. My connection to the area was through Silver Bay Association, and just always loved the Adirondacks and loved the Glens Falls and loved the small town atmosphere. I had a chance to work in New York City, where I had spent 2 summers when I was in college. Just didn't want to go back to the big city. I'd been there, I'd done that. I loved traveling there, but I'd much rather live here.
This is his home. He's raised his family here. He knows everybody, and I think that he feels that he really needs to, work with and develop relationships within the community. And he really does care, especially about SUNY Adirondack. He has sat on their foundation board for a number of years. It's really instrumental in us doing a lot of projects there, and he's very active with the Adirondack Theater Festival, and he's been active with other board of directors, Chapman and Hyde. So I think he really cares about the community because he's raised his family here, and he's raised all of his employees here too.
It would seem that it's the community itself as part of the reason that Bob has given so much back.
When I got involved in things, different organizations, I was interested in photography, so I joined the camera club that was here. I was interested in history, became active in the Chapman Museum, got really interested in the older buildings downtown, particularly since I had come after the ravages, if you will, of urban renewal, and instead of lamenting all the buildings that had been lost, I was still excited about the buildings we still had.
Many don't realize this, but Bob is actually the mayor of Coolidge Avenue.
Well, when you live at 1 Coolidge, everybody has to go by you. So I've loved living there since 1981, and we've seen a lot of change in the neighborhood. You go through generations where all of a sudden we have lots of kids running around, and then we have no kids, and then we have a next generation of children. It's an absolutely wonderful street to live on. There's an art show and a play that are put on each summer by the kids. We have a street festival, or close the street and have a block party for Memorial Day. It's just a wonderful neighborhood with great people, and it really is sort of hometown USA still.
But we wanted to get to know the real Bob, so we went to one of his neighbors.
Hello, Bob Joy. They asked me if I would share a few words about what I know about the real Bob Joy, the Bob Joy that lives on Coolidge Avenue, the Bob Joy who is my neighbor and my friend. Here's the deal, Bob. I'm a real friend, so I won't say everything I know about you, but I will say this, that there are very few people who are as real and as substantive as the person that we have all come to honor tonight with the J. Walter Juckett Award. I'm very lucky. I grew up in Hudson Falls, and my dad was on the school board with Walter Juckett, and I remember Mr. Juckett coming to our house after school board meetings. The great thing about Mr. Juckett is everything he did quietly. He was a true leader who was giving more than he was taking. My father would call it a GT ratio. Well, Bob Joy, your GT ratio is off the chart. In our neighborhood, everyone should know that we have a play. You're all welcome. The whole city of Glens Falls and Queensbury could come to the backyard play. But when Bob Joy comes to the backyard play, he doesn't just come and cheer the kids on. He takes pictures quietly. These are so beautifully done. It shows his artistic talent. And they're in a disc on Elizabeth's front porch the next day. He's chronicled all the plays, and those poster boards are what we use to have people walk through the entrance to the play when they go for this year's performance. We also have an art show every summer, and the art show is kids' art that we sell and donate to charity. Bob came up with the idea that he would donate his photographs from the play for the art show. And over the past 10 years, these kids have raised and donated almost $12,000. He does all of this just because he's part of the neighborhood, part of the fabric of our day-to-day life. And he does it without any look at me, I'm Sandra D attitude. So Bob Joy, I can tell you, your GT ratio rocks, and J. Walter Juckett would be very proud to have you be the recipient of this award. On behalf of all the residents of Coolidge Avenue, please know how proud we are to have you as our neighbor and our friend.
You only need to speak to any of Bob's colleagues to know how they really feel about him.
Thank you for everything that you've done for not only me, for everybody here at JMZ and for the community and for all of our clients. You are the rock that keeps us all together, and we wouldn't know what to do without you.
You rock, Bob!
We agree, Bob. You do rock. On behalf of the Adirondack Regional Chamber of Commerce and everybody in this community, thank you and congratulations. Oh, by the way,
He has a drone, so close your windows.